Hello, all. It's late night and we're thinking about chess again. And also about an energy healer that I met in Sedona a long time ago called Penelope in Space. So I'm out there, right, in Sedona, and I decided to sit down with this mystic. And she's talking to me and she said, you need to follow your heart more. She said, if you follow your heart, everything's going to be all right. You have really good intuition, some psychic powers. I mean, I am a Pisces after all. So, and I'm a 2-5 generator, whatever that means in human design. So I'm thinking about this and I'm playing on ICC and I got paired with a legendary opponent, another legend, an IM who played like a GM in Blitz. He was ridiculous. In fact, I would say it's a crime this guy didn't become a grandmaster. I don't know how it happened, but I do know how it happened. He didn't take any risks. I talked to Joel Benjamin about Bernard Zuckerman. I said, how did this man not make GM? He said, didn't take enough risks. Too solid. You cannot play the same stuff over and over and over and over and over, especially against top class players. It's too easy to prepare for you. Let's talk about this game. And let's talk about the man, Olegas. A very difficult opponent for everyone. His last name was Krivonosov. Very famous for trading the queens, playing the exchange variation of the King's Indian with white, and grinding you down in the endgame. And also for accusing Anna Rudolph of putting computer in her lipstick. Let's get into it. We decided that I would follow. I remembered this. I said, Olegas is so dogmatic that he's just going to do the same damn thing he does every game. So let me do something a little bit different and just try to spice up his life a bit. I'm doing it for him. It's not for me. Sometimes you just have to, you see someone in distress, you have to throw them a life raft. So I went for c4. I said, there's only one way. I know Olegas is not going to play d4 because it's tactical. Get sharp. I get e3. He's going to develop. He's not going to play. If he plays d4, I'm going knight a4. It resembles another system. That's very theoretical. We understand that he's going to castle. He's not going to play d4 again because it's the same kind of reason that he didn't do it before. And now b6, and now it's completely different because he can never play d4 because the knight hops into e5 and the diagonal is toast. This g2 thing explodes. Rook c1, and b6. You know why b6? Because he's classical man. He wants to bring his pieces out. We understand Olegas's mission is to just develop his pieces, and bishop b7 falls in line with his personality and his understanding of the game, which is really strong. I mean, he had a big plus score on me, a plus score on everybody. Knight d5, and now we get a normal thing where I'm very, very happy. And if I can bust these pawns and he'll have the weakness on d5, also with queen coming on a4, they're called the hanging pawns. But he's too smart for that. Clip him right away. Smack that. Get some space. And now we're transferring this rook back to b1. All makes a lot of sense. Queen d7. Rook b1. Rook d8. Got to bring his rook in the middle. It was doing nothing on f8. Defend his queen makes all the sense in the world. And he knew that knight e5 might come, and if he trade, and lose on b7, he's not having it. By the way, here, I might be able to do some knight e5 95. Queen d7, rook d7, rook takes b7, rook takes b7, bishop takes d5. That's very interesting. But okay, we just make a normal creeping move. Creep gotta creep in. Queen b, send him home. Send him home like the professor. Bishop c8. And now we come in. Now this is interesting because if he takes on d4, I take queen takes d7. So bishop takes, knight takes e2, check. We move, knight takes f4. gf, bishop takes d7, rook b7. And the bishops are, there's two bishops on the 7th. Perhaps he can continue there, even there, because he can maybe go rook c8. This is very strange. Check this out, because I don't have dark bishop. Remember, he got in knight e2 and knight takes f4. The deepness lies in the fact that I don't have a dark square bishop defending c1 anymore. And even if he loses that bishop, he can put a rook on c8 and maybe go for c3, c2 with bishop a3. I'm not sure about that. Something for you to think about. And me. Chess is hard. Okay, takes. He just took this because it doesn't look like you should do it. We took back. And he took because he's so... We know this man like a book. And defends his pawn, and we're cracking it open. Now it's trouble. You know, he really has to rely on the c pawn and the two bishops, because he's losing. He's going to lose the exchange, right? And now he's got nowhere to go. Okay, but he understands what he's doing. We move away, and he starts coming. d5, attack me. Rook here, and here, maybe he should find c2. And the game spiels on. But he went bishop f8. The most natural move. You know, when you have the option to be tactical or positional, when you're dealing with a positional machine, you can sort of count on them missing the sharpest moves. I think if he had one weakness, that was it. And this is bad because we trade a rook. And if we trade a rook, guess what? You don't have another rook. That's the last rook standing. And that rook is vital to the c3 unit. Without it, the hopes of making a queen are evaporated. And so we simply go for the gobbling. And the gobbling, I can't believe, like, to win a game against this guy, it was really hard. You don't understand. If you never played this man, it was really hard to beat this guy, I swear. Ask Curtains. King e8, rook c3, and now we're coming. He can't eat, right? Because we give him a discovered check. We'll move the rook wherever, and maybe, rook f7 to eat his bishop. It's not complicated. So he has to go back. And now we come and attack this dude. And this is all just a matter of technique, nothing more to speak of, really. But you still have to finish the man off. And here, he finally gave up. A very fun game, satisfying for me. A little revenge for Anna Rudolph. And a little dedication to the mystics of Sedona. And I wonder whatever happened to her. Probably still tarot reading in the forest. I hope you enjoyed this game. I'll see you next time.